Welcome back to Mimi's Counter. Today we're going to do Vinia's mushrooms, my very best friend. I've been cooking these mushrooms for years. I have a niece who, up until a few years ago, despised mushrooms, and she had some of these, and now I have to smack her hand to keep her out of the pot while they're cooking so that we'll actually have some for dinner. I'm going to start with about 16 ounces of white mushrooms. You can use portobello. I prefer the white for the flavor. I don't know why. The white also shrink down much more than the portobello mushroom, the baby portobellos do. So that's 16 ounces. You can do 8 ounces, but I'm doing 16 ounces because we're going to put this over rice. We're going to mix it with steak. After you put the mushrooms in the pan, I buy pre-sliced mushrooms. You can buy the whole mushrooms and slice them up yourself. It doesn't matter. Next, we're going to add some wine. It can be red. It can be white. It could be any form of alcohol, something nice and acidic. This is, I believe, Chardonnay, and it's about a half a cup. Then we're going to add some of my new favorite olive oil. You want an olive oil with a lot of flavor. It enhances the mushrooms so much. I'd say that's about 2 tablespoons. Next, we're going to add some Better Than bouillon. Now, this comes in a lot of flavors. You can get chicken base, mushroom base, garlic base, vegetable base. I even believe there's a chipotle pepper base out there now, they're all really good. But it just gives the dish that umami, that wonderful flavor and mouthfeel. Since I have 16 ounces, I'm going to put almost a full teaspoon. You got to be careful. It's super salty. And I'm real careful with my salt, so if you are, just keep that in mind. Next, I'm going to add 2 cloves of garlic. Today, I'm going to use Trader Joe's crushed garlic that comes in their frozen section because my hands are tired and I don't feel like chopping up tiny little pieces of garlic, and this is a really good product. You just pop them out and get on with your life. Okay? And then we're going to chop up some parsley. We're going to roll it up a little bit in a little bit of a roulade. And we're just going to give it a rough chop because it's going to cook down. And we're going to put this parsley in here. And today, simply because I have it, I've got some dried thyme. It comes off the stem so easy when you just rub it. I'll let it dry in the refrigerator. And then we're going to turn the heat on. And let the magic begin. We're going to give it a little stir. I've got it on about medium-high. If Vinia were here, she'd be fussing at me and telling me to crank it all the way up, but I'm kind of chicken. You do want to get it hot and bubbling. And then, once the mushrooms get really hot, they're going to release their juices. And then they're going to shrink and they're going to soak up all the flavor that we've just put in there. The mushrooms have been cooking about 5 minutes, and you can see they have reduced considerably. Now you can eat them now, or you can wait until they really reduce and the sauce will get saucier and saucier and richer, more like a syrup. These are Vinia's mushrooms I mentioned before. She's my best friend and she's an amazing cook. And her mother was an amazing cook, good Italian girls. And she taught me these mushrooms, and they're delicious and they're a go-to. I hope that you will enjoy them as much as I have. So these have cooked down. They're still cooking down. And I just want you to know that they could pretty much, the 16 ounces of mushrooms could easily fit into the 8-ounce package. That's how much they shrink. Okay, we're done. We have beautiful, delicious mushrooms. Let's taste a little bit of the broth just for fun. So good. Thank you for joining me. This is Mimi's Counter. See you next time. Love you.